Hi guys, Sweetie Pie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the Sephora VIB sale. And yeah, before we do that, hi, my name's Sweetie Pie. If you have never been here before, hi, Sweetie Pie, aka Melissa on this channel. And yeah, we talk about so many different things. We're gonna like reviews, all beauty commentary. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, let's continue on with the video. Regular scheduled programming. Today, we're just going to talk about some products that I have been loving lately and are, there are a few kind of newer products in here. And yeah, we're just going to talk about some products from Sephora that I've been loving and that I can pass the knowledge on to you. It's not a ton of stuff, but there are some like tried and trues in here and then just some like kind of newer stuff that I think is worth it if you're going to get like 20% off. Hi guys, editing Melissa here. I was just thinking to myself how stupid it was that I completely forgot that not everybody is a Rouge member at Sephora, and if you aren't a Rouge, then you're not going to be getting the full 20% off. You'll be getting either 15 if you're a VIB or 10% as a beauty insider. So yeah, anyway, back to regular scheduled programming. And, there's a couple like little more expensive things in here that would help to have 20% off. Anyway, we're also going to talk about a few things that I actually probably will end up getting when the VIB sale starts. I think they have dates right now, so I'll put anything that I have down in the description box, any information about when the sale's supposed to be. I live in Canada, so it's a Canadian deal, so honestly, it kind of like just pays for the taxes. So like at the end of the day, it's like 5% off because it just pays for the taxes. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with this video. Let's see what I will show you today. The products that I've been loving. Pretty much like there's quite a few that I've been loving for quite a long time. So like, I feel like this video is going to be just like a favorites video. Favorites from Sephora? Yeah, that's probably what we're getting over here. And then I'll throw in some new stuff that I want to get. Okay? All right. So I tried to kind of pick from like every category. I don't know if I succeeded. I know there's probably a few categories missing, but the first one is primers. Okay? I know, like, people are either one way or the other. They either use primers or they do not. I did purchase this primer and I love it. Now, I didn't purchase this from Sephora. I actually purchased it from my Shoppers Drug Mart, but I didn't actually realize Sephora does carry Clarins. This is the Clarins Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch. Okay, this primer, it does come with like one of those little thingies. I never end up keeping it. This primer it's like a whipped kind of texture a little bit, but it's so smoothing, and honestly, I like this better than I like the Tarte Clean Slate Primer. I think that the Clean Slate Primer fills in like pores better, but this goes over the face and it just looks so smooth. I really like this primer. I really like the way it makes my skin look even without the foundation. Like it kind of looks like it's getting blurred, and I don't see that. Like so many primers are like blurring primer and you put them on and you're like, this is straight silicone on my face. Like, so I really do like this, and it's a little bit pricier, so your 20% off would probably help a little bit. I have the smaller size. I think this is like the 15 ml size, and I think it was still like 32 bucks. So I definitely, it's on the little pricier side. An eye primer that I have literally, actually, I guess I have two eye priming things. The first one is the tried and true MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which you can actually buy on Sephora now. It was, I don't know why they didn't have it when they like released their MAC display, but I couldn't buy it. So I actually went to MAC and purchased it. And like when I'm saying I use the crap out of this, I use the crap out of this. This is perfect. And it's even good for like the kind of brows I'm trying to do right now, like with all the little flicks. It's good for that too, because then you can get underneath there and it's just opaque enough that it covers, but it's not so opaque that you feel like you have to cover your entire eye like with a thick layer, which is the problem I always get when I'm trying to clean up my brows. I'm like, oh shoot, this concealer is so pigmented that now I have to cover my entire eye with it. It doesn't work out that well. Another like semi-new thing that I have been really impressed with is the Mario eye prep set. I think that for someone that really likes to put an eye base on and then set the, like, even if you just like, I normally set the very top, which I didn't use this today, and it probably would have been better to use this. I like it. I like it a lot. I think the creams work really well. I don't really use the darker shade, which I guess is a little bit of a catch-22. But if you were like a medium skin tone, I think that you would get more use out of this, and you could still use the light one, because when you're trying to use lighter shades, you want a lighter base, regardless of skin tone. I don't know if that's 100% true. I'm sure someone with a really dark skin tone would probably use just like a lighter concealer. Anyway, the setting powder works really great as well. It provides like no color. It just sets it so that you can blend over top, which is something that I always like when I get up in here. Oh, I'm so afraid when I do eyeshadow still. I'm like, oh, please, please blend. But yeah, anyway, that's like eye prep out of the way. Now, when I was looking for concealers, I was like, the only high-end concealer that I've been really happy with, that I have used literally pretty much all up, is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. And honestly, no one likes this concealer. So I feel bad because like, I don't know if anybody's gonna like this concealer, but I love it. I think it sets really nicely. I am wearing it today. I have found that once in a while it will crease a little bit on me, but I am 31 years old, so you know, like it, I don't know, I like it. It looks good, it covers, it's more hydrating. Don't kill me, don't kill me. All right, what shall we do? Shall we do brows? Because I do have a couple brow products that I mean are tried and true lately. The first one is, and I do like the Anastasia, their little flick pen for the brows. I like that one as well, but this one is just a tried and true, and I mean, I've had this for a year and it still works. Like, what? This is the MAC, oh, what do they call this now? The Shape and Shade Brow Tint. I have mine in Spiked. I rarely use the bottom. Like, I don't know. I rarely use this piece, but oh my goodness. This piece is so good. It's still running. It's still going. It's still going. And this color is perfect for me. So I have been using this quite a lot. I did not use it today. I used the NYX Lift and Snatch. This one's really good as well, but the one that I have is a little bit dark, ash brown. It can be a little bit dark. I strongly suggest that if you do use these types of pens, that you store them like this with the tips down. Although you might get like kind of a bit of a gush of product, if you do not do it like that, I feel like it's a bit of a mess. It is the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder, and I've been using this a ton. Like, this one isn't even the right shade for me, and I have been using it a ton. I love this powder. This one's in number 5. I could probably do with doing number 3, but I've been using it and using it. The powders work so well. They stick to your brows. So if you want to do that really like feathered brow technique, like using this to just fill in some areas has been a lifesaver, and you get so much product in here. It's insane. The pans are pretty deep. All right, now we've got some setting powders. Now, one of them, don't roast me for this, okay? So I got a sample of the One Size Translucent Setting Powder. And when I say I have used this every day since I have got it, I have literally used this every day since I have got it. It's so good. It doesn't have any like serious coverage, but I just love it. Kind of blurs a little bit. I feel like it could have been a pressed powder. Like, it could have been a pressed translucent powder, because sometimes when I'm dunking my sponge into the powder, it kind of compresses a little bit. I don't know what that's about, but I love it. And I seriously think that you could totally, yes, this is a good powder. I'm so don't know if I should buy a full size or not, because in all honesty, I have so many setting powders right now. But I did want to mention this because I've been using it and using it. I used it today, I used it yesterday, I used it the day before. It's a good powder. It's a product from One Size that I've actually enjoyed. I tried both his dissolving spray and the wipes. Didn't like either one of them. So I was like, sorry. What does the Faux Filter Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick? Now, you get 12.5 grams or 0.44 ounces. I have used the crap out of this. Mine's in Toasted Coconut 240N. It's a neutral shade, and you can see I've used so much. Like, honestly, I don't feel like there was a ton of product in here because I have used so much of it, it's almost gone. And that's why I was thinking this would probably be something good to get on a 20% off, since you may go through it pretty quickly. But it is beautiful. I love it on the skin. It's still hydrating, but it's not like sticky. Like, now mind you, I do set it, but even when you don't set it, even when I was going to work with this, it was working so well on my skin. Like, it was working so pretty. It was covering, it wasn't breaking me out under the mask. I was really, really happy with buying this, and I honestly am not going to have it for all that much longer. So that is a good sign. That's a sign of a product that you love, is when it's like done in 2 months kind of deal. All right, another powder. And this is because, holy crap, have I used this so much. This is the Pat McGrath Under Eye Powder. I use this all over my face, honestly. This blurs so beautifully. It looks so natural. I wish I had mine. I think light would have probably been a little bit better, because sometimes when I set my under eyes with this, it changes the color a little bit. So the light, like, be careful with shade, because I don't think they had very many, but it's so beautiful. It is so pretty. It blurs. It makes your skin look really flawless. It does come out as being like matte, so it's not like a dewy kind of look. It doesn't have sparklies in it or anything like that, which I think is A+, because I feel like sometimes when they make like a perfecting eye powder, sometimes they tend to put like some shimmeries in it, and I'm like, no, I am 30 years old. I have freaking wrinkles. I want something that's just gonna like make it look blurred, which this totally does. It's so expensive though, and that's why I'm definitely gonna mention it here. It's extremely expensive. It's way too expensive for how much you get. Let's see here. Does it even say you get 4 grams of product? Okay, end of discussion. We have eyeshadows that come in 4 grams of product. I've had it for a bit though, I will say that. And it, like, when you dip your brush into it, which a lot of the time I end up using like a brush like this kind of, this is the Sephora Pro Foundation brush, and I kind of pat it in. Oh, game changer. Well, that was a interruption and a half, actually. I had to go take my memory card out, and you know how that goes. Okay, bronzer. I've got 2 of them. All right, so the first one I have, and you can actually get this mini on Hourglass. This is the Ambient This is the Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. I mean, I have like nothing left, people. This is something that I can wear like when I don't have any self-tanner on. It's a very natural looking bronzer. It's a little on, like, is it on the red side? I don't know. It's not really on the redder side. I'd say it's a little more orangey, like, so you probably would never contour with this, but it has like those luminous kind of, like, you know, with their luminous powders, it has that. It's so pretty, so pretty. And it like, when I have a lot of acne on my cheeks, which I tend to do have acne on my cheeks a lot of the time, it just goes over it and it kind of blurs it a little bit, so that I can still wear bronzer and be confident that it like all my foundation hasn't come off and all you see is bronzer and acne. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I just think that it looks pretty, and I've used the crap out of it to the point where I'm not going to have this anymore. And I think that I have one in their palettes, which I would also recommend too. Like those big palettes, if you could get them for 20% off, definitely jump on that. But as for like just a standalone product from Hourglass, I think that the Luminous Bronze Light is really good bronzer. They have some pretty blushes as well. Another thing that I think is actually on clearance right now, so you can actually get this even cheaper, like with your 20% off, and I've been using the crap out of this. I think this is something that everyone knows and loves. This is the Marc Jacobs. This is the Tantric Omega Bronzer. It's just great. It's great because I can use this when I'm not self-tanned, and I can use it when I'm, you know, tanned up. It has like a barrier level. You don't have, like when you go in on the cheeks, I don't feel like you can really mess up. Like I think that you know, like I take a brush like this and I just like, and then I'm going in like, and it doesn't seem to be too overpowering. Especially because it's winter right now. Like it's winter and I'm pale AF. I literally did a self tan and my, look at my arm. Look at my arm. Ugh, my arm. All right. Literally, I hate to tell you, but I only have one eyeshadow palette. I hope that doesn't piss anybody off, but I have one eyeshadow palette. Let's go in with some blush. I have one blush as well. These Clinique blush pops, cheek pops, are amazing. They're so beautiful. This is the one I grabbed. This is in Rosy Pop. I wear this so often. They're beautiful. They last forever. I'm wearing it today. I'm also wearing the Nabla Cosmetics Skin Glazing, which you cannot get at Sephora, so that's why I didn't really mention it, but I did just mention it, so yeah, mentioning. Anyway, for blushes, I think these are really beautiful, and I should get another one. I kind of really love this one. Ooh, okay. Mascara. Should never be bought at Sephora. Honestly, come on, people, please don't buy mascara. There's so many good ones at the drugstore. But if you wanted a mascara, the Too Faced Better Than Sex has always been my hands down. I do like the Marc Jacobs as well. And I have a sample, I've had 2 or 3 of these, of the Huda Beauty. I like the lengthening side a lot. The lengthening side is really beautiful. I think it's a double-sided one though, so like if you don't like one of them, that's kind of dumb. But yeah, the Marc Jacobs, this is the Velvet Noir. I really like this one as well, but I have never had a full size. And the Too Faced Better Than Sex, this is actually a full size that I got in like one of their kits. I don't think I've ever purchased a full-size mascara at Sephora. I think they are so expensive, and I don't know, guys. So, mascara, there are so many good mascaras at the drugstore that I don't really see the point of actually going out to buy a full size. I don't know. Prove me wrong. Tell me some mascaras that you guys really love. Anyway, let's go on to lips now. These are not mask proof. I'm just gonna let you know that. I have been wearing so little lip products, it's ridiculous, and I just felt like these were the only thing that lately I have really loved and I love the formula of. These are the KVD. Oh, I just realized that these still have Kat Von D on them. Huh. Anyway, these are the KVD. These are their XL Vinyl Lip Creams. You can get these at Sephora. I'm assuming not with her name on it because it is now KVD Beauty. But I got like a set from the holidays. I'm not sure if they still have it on Sephora right now. They might. They might. But it had Blossom, Carnation, Tulip, and Hollyhock. I have worn Blossom and Carnation like so many times. Today, right now, I'm wearing Blossom. They're so nice. And like, they're not a liquid lip, but they're not like overly, look at that. They're not overly, like they're not transfer proof, but they're not coming off in a big way either. And that's what I loved about them, that they were very like, I don't know, it's a matte lipstick sort of in a cream, and the applicators that they have Gosh, that's hard to do. The applicators that they have right now for their lip products are so cool, and I literally have no issue. See, it just like fits really well in that like Cupid's bow area. I really like these. I like these a lot, and I actually would like to see how many other shades she has of those, because it's been working great. I swear to God, my thing just came on. Don't listen to me. Anyway, another lip product that I have been wearing a ton, and honestly probably just for convenience, this is the Afterglow Lip Balm in Orgasm from NARS. I got like one of their smaller sizes. It's just a really pretty glowy balm. Like, I'm not even going to be able to show it to you. It has very little color. It just gives everything a really pretty glossy shine to it. It's nourishing for the lips. It lasts, sort of. But yeah, it's the only other lip product that I've been using, and I'm guessing you can probably get a kit. I'll see if I can find one. All right, 2 products left, guys. 2 products. One thing that I wanted to talk about, but when I went on my Sephora for Canada, I was like weirded out because I only saw 2 of these were available. These were like limited edition, so, you know, hold me, I have no idea. The Natasha Denona liquid eyeshadows, these are so beautiful. I'm gonna swatch them for you. They're a little bit on the more expensive side, and that's why I kind of wanted to mention them, but I don't really know if you're gonna be able to get the color that you desire, because there were only 2 colors left, and they were not the 2 colors that I have. I have Ultraviolet and Scarab, which I think were 2 of, like, oh my gosh, look at that. That's so cool, because my lighting is kind of a little messy today. It's actually showing. Look at that Ultraviolet. They're so pretty, and they are probably one of the best formulas of liquid eyeshadow I have seen. Like, I can put this on the eye and it doesn't really crease that much. I did have a little bit of creasing on Scarab when I tried to build it up a lot, but so pretty. If you're looking for like those multi-chromes that like the indie brands are bringing out, and you don't want to purchase from, you know, someone, here we are. Here we are with Natasha Denona. Not sure if you're going to be able to get the color that you want, but I wanted to mention them because there are 2 colors on there. If you were interested in one of them, these 2 worked beautifully, so I am kind of assuming that most of them work out well. Maybe check the comments, you know, the comments on Sephora. They can be hilarious, though. You can get down a rabbit hole with that. Okay, one palette. I was looking through my collection. I was like, okay, Sephora palettes. I buy a lot of my palettes from Sephora. And I was looking around and looking around, and I was like, honestly, I don't know what to recommend, because everyone has a different style. I'm more into the more dramatic eyeshadow lately, so I was like, you know, not a whole lot of people are still into the dramatic eyeshadow, that we're going more neutral. Okay, so I was like, Melissa, pick a palette. Pick a palette that you know you really loved and you think is worth getting at a 20% off. So I picked this one. Okay, this is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity Eyeshadow Palette. This is supposed to be limited edition. It's still on my Sephora, so I'm assuming it's still on yours. I did my eyeshadow today using this palette. I love this. This is a beautiful palette. There are quite I'm gonna go through her like special shades she has in this palette. So there is actually a almost multi-chrome in this palette, and there's no names on the palette, which I found a little bit interesting since it is still a $103 palette. But let's see here. Corruption is actually a red to a green to an orange, and I don't know if I'll be able to really show you that, but I'm telling you, the shades that she has in this palette, which if you have the Star Wars collection, this is like, no, this is not going to be for you. But see, that's very hard too. She has like 4 duochrome shades. There's a multi-chrome shade in here. And I just think that these are so beautiful. Amazing quality eyeshadows. There aren't many mattes in here, but like Pat McGrath, her shimmers are something special. Like they're so impactful. If you're in love with shimmers and you want to try something from Pat McGrath, I strongly suggest this palette because you are not going to find it cheaper with this much product. It's $103 in Canadian, and with a discount you could probably get it for like what, 89, 80, something like that. Definitely worth it. I love this palette. This is beautiful. This has so many pretty shades. Really happy with the quality of that palette. Yeah. So yeah, those are the things that I recommend for the Sephora VIB sale. And I'm just going to run into my screenshots so that I can kind of compile, you know, what I actually want from the VIB sale. Da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay. So it looks like I've got about 11 things on my list. Definitely not getting them all because the list comes to $498. Not happening, but let's just go through and see. Okay, so first of all, we have this. These are the Melt Cosmetics Cream Blush Lights. I want the one in Sandy Cheeks. I want one of those. They're so pretty and they're new, and I'm really ready to get some new melt and a cream blush. Would love a cream blush. They have also this Sephora Favorites kit, and there is another one that I wanted to get, but it wasn't in stock. This one's the Give Me Some Lip Balm set. Obviously, masks, lip balm, it's going together. Another thing that is very old that I have wanted to try forever is the Bare Minerals Foundation Broad Spectrum. I want to do the tap and buff. I want to see how much coverage you actually get from this stuff. Another new thing that I also saw was the Artist Couture Ethereal Bloom Eyeshadow and Pigment Palette. This looks so cute. It looks so pretty. I have one. I did get their Caliente palette. It's pretty good. Like, it was good. It was just like, I don't know. A lot of small palettes kind of get lost in my collection sometimes. So, but I want to try that because oh my gosh, that pink and the orange looks so pretty. Also, I've wanted to try some Fenty Skin products, and she has like a Fenty Skin starter kit for $52. I'd like to try out her system, see what it's like, see how it works. Also, I see that Freck Beauty has come to my Sephora, and they have a mini of their original freckle pen. I've always wanted to try that. I know, and I've seen Angelica do it a little bit, and I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I do have that on my list as to something that I do want to look at. Also, Frank Body. I've heard quite a lot of good things about Frank Body. They have their Perky Sculpting Body Hydrator. I've been looking at that, and then their original coffee scrub. I'd like to try that as well, and it's not all that expensive, honestly. The body scrub is $22, and the body hydrator, which you get like 8 ounces of product, is $26. Not bad, actually, honestly. Also, oh my gosh, I don't need another foundation, but I do want to try the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation from Morphe. I did not try the first foundation that they came out with, but I am interested in trying this one because I've been hearing some things. Also, Danessa Myricks has come to our Sephora in Canada, and there were a few products that I was looking at. Honestly, I wanted to do like a whole video, but I wasn't sure if anybody was even interested in that because a lot of the products aren't actually new. They're just new to me. So yeah, not sure. And then the last thing on my list is the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. I really want this. Like, honestly, if I could just get like the Circo Loco palette, like the cream blush and the lip balm set, I would be a happy girl. Honestly, that would be good for me. So we'll see. I do want to, the Fenty Skin stuff too. Anyway, that's some stuff that I've been looking at, and I hope you guys enjoyed this like laid back kind of candle lit video. I don't know if the lights are great or if it's been shadowy the whole time. My monitor is about 4 inches. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are staying safe, happy, healthy, all that good stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Mwah!